Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. So we last left off, we had, gotten to grips with item crafting and things like that, and did a little exploring of Melsen Shear. That said, well, we're kind of on the complete opposite side of the world right now, back in Ettenmere. It's been a while since we've been in this swampy place. I can't say I particularly miss it. Though, admittedly, wandering around killing things really easily is kind of fun. But, more importantly, we're here to go to Hillick's camp. Why? Well, we're kind of at the point where, I don't really know much about the game here. And so I figured, well, jump straight into, the real deep cut. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but whatever. Basically, we're going to do the DLC here, or one of the DLC. Because it kind of makes sense to do it now with what's left of the game. For various reasons. But to start off with...
Someone's finally come.
Let's talk to this man. Actually.
Finally. We found the last person we need after all. I'm Helig Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Dalantarth, the teeth of Naros, and we could use another strong back.
Do you know much about the teeth of Naros?
Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Almain missionary named Denric, returned half dead and maddened to hell. He claimed the southern land as home to a miraculous city, wrought of gold and trimmed with silver, even said it floated above the earth, if you can believe it. It's hard country, damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them.
Why do you need me?
Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With a fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it.
So you're believing the words of a madman, then?
Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you?
Alright, let's do this.
Then we only need to begin. I've seen to all the logistics, and all the preparations for the journey. Meet us in the southern passage. Let's try to cover as much ground as we can. Stay close.
And let's actually, there we go. Enter into the southern passage.
The time of deliverance is almost nigh. The teeth of Naros have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou faithless one, I beckon thee.
Alright then. But yeah, as I said, there's kind of a couple of reasons that it makes sense to do this now. Not really any narrative reasons. Like, I guess since, we're kind of known as being someone of renown, at least with what's happened at Melsen Shear, I guess some of it makes sense. The main thing, though, is gameplay reasons. What's this? Little in the way of food and water left. I'm licking rocks for what gritty moisture kisses their face and eating what lichens I can pry off the rocks. Bitter at first, but after a few they began very much so to taste like, how should I put it? Like smiles and blood and yelling and smoke and dung. I think I'll have some more. What is this cave anyways? Braziers and columns seem to be of some importance. Haven't seen their work before. I feel like a child next to them. Was this once a hall for giants, or have I grown shorter? Perhaps I should stop eating so much lichen. That seems like a reasonable, yeah. Stop eating the lichen. But yeah, Because, well, for a couple of things, this area of the game, and actually this is true for both DLC, but and this is much farther back, and there's additional concept things that pop up that are useful. But the DLC does not level scale in the normal way. Basically, it kind of exists as basically it doesn't have a level cap to it, so when you come in it scales to your level. So since we are level 36, 35, good, close enough. That means that there's a good chance that everything that's going to be dropping during our expeditions here will be some high quality stuff. Good for either, you know, well, at this point mostly just good for crafting, but, you know, hey, still good. Oh, there we go. Flawless boots. Okay. Yeah. You must be the other ones on this expedition. Why are we all just standing around? Nope, can't loot you, okay.
Your death comes.
Alright. Well, so far the loot hasn't been, you know, up to snuff that you'd expect.
What the hell is that thing?
It looks like a body, but, seems a bit big. This body appears to resemble stone, but on closer inspection, it's flesh and blood. It appears to have died in some violent manner. The trappings on it are an unknown make. Okay. Oh, hey, you came to check things out, huh?
What is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain, this is blood. This thing is flesh. I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed. Leave me.
Damn Craven. Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him.
What was that corpse?
We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Eton decorated with some entrails, or something. I can't believe that Craven mage.
I mean, even if it is a statue decorated with entrails, that feels like it's still not a good sign. Just less, what are we looking at, and more, okay, we're in for a bad time, you know?
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sferry's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here.
She's not very good at her job.
What was that? First the mage turns coward, then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly, I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine, let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here.
Alright.
We must make Sferry's death mean something.
Yeah, by stealing her stuff. I mean, okay, that's probably not what you meant, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What are you? The hell?
hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them.
Yeah, I got
The
nothing.
dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
I don't know if weird shit's been going on in the last... Oh, it hasn't even 10 minutes. Hey, there we go. Some actual equipment. Prismere and Ebony. The good stuff, yeah. Though there's even better stuff we'll be able to find eventually. Yeah. Oh shit, more of those things.
Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Scout the passage ahead, and see if you can find a place to make camp.
Will you be okay?
Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. We need to find some place to make camp.
Take a healing potion, buddy.
I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Be ashamed to waste the thing, wouldn't it? Now get going. I need to rest. Discover what you can, and come back to me. Go.
All right.
You need to find safety for us.
You sure you're okay, buddy? Oh, hey, mushrooms. No, but seriously, are you okay, buddy? You look like you might fall over dead any second. I'm going backwards. Whoops. Let's see, this way. Let's see, flex. Thought of going to thank the Etten that drove me into this cave. It's quite spacious in here, though I've been in long enough that I am unsure that I can find a way back out again. I've had a good go of chasing what lamplights I can see. They wouldn't steer me wrong, would they? Of course not. It's so dark in this place, like night, once it's been boiled down and poured over to pitch. Light is good, though. It's warm. It tells me where to go. Left leg isn't looking so good, but it drags rather well. Who in blazes put a cliff in the middle of this place? Had no conception of the structure from the start. Seems to me, poor savages, whoever they were, probably had to stand on chairs to get anything done in this place. Okay, I guess this pull lever. Oh, hello. Alright. Whee! Ah! I hope that dude's okay, because can't really help him anymore. Ooh, treasure. Ooh, fine spirit weed. Very nice. I was gonna wait until like one of you came close to me and then do that, but okay. Prismere chaucers, very nice. Basic infected rivets. Ooh, Prismere helm. I mean, not my build, but we can tear that down and make use of it later. So that's good. Let's see. Anything over here? Yeah, not really. What about over there? Looks like a giant rat and some harvestable resources. We'll do that then. Even the rats are carrying around Prismier armor. You know you're in somewhere high level. Then again, it's not like this does terribly complicated scaling. Because, what is it, Dragon Age Origins? That is a game with some weird and complicated level scaling. As the way that one works, I think it's like individual enemy types have a level scale, and then it also does like area-based scaling. Ow. That was cheap game. Dread scale. But yeah, so it's like, so a rat can only be like level 1 through 5, so even if it's in an area that's scaled, you know, 7 through 13, and you're level 12, the rat will never be higher than 5. Ooh, greater damage boost. Don't mind if I do. Actually, wait, what does my radio look like? Okay, so we got damage boost there. Damage boost there. Damage deflection, steeled curtain, health and mono regeneration, and purification. In case I get, you know, diseased in some capacity. Leg is pretty much useless for walking now, but what sights? Could Mitharu have left a glorious temple such as this, ceiling so high they cannot be seen, a statue of a strange sort that I could not understand it? I even cannot describe what I have seen in the views beyond this chamber. But for a fleeting moment I have seen true glory, a city of such shimmering beauty that I cannot find its like in anything I have seen before. Mitharu could never be contented with a city on this or on the hill while this one gently floats upon nothing, lording over the earthly domains below. And what else but its inhabitants? At first I thought the statues moved and walked and even perhaps spoke, but I was far and hidden and could not hear. They were giant, as tall as 2 men, and fierce besides. They had the strength of a Jotun, and such speed and terrible fate awaits those who give them cause to malice. If this was a true report or merely a vision brought to me by God, I cannot tell, but I must spread the word of this discovery. The world must know of this strange southland, of giants and cities built upon stones that are not there. I think you're eating too much lichen, buddy. And again, we did find the corpse with the stone-looking skin. It was a little bit on the tall side earlier, so maybe he's not insane, drugged out on lichen. Can lichen do that to you? I don't know. I mean, it is a fungus. Fungus tend to have weird effects on people, so whatever. Pick up strange artifact. Maybe don't pick up the strange artifact. Or maybe you do, because it says to examine the artifact. That's my quest, okay.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, second. At last, my work can be completed.
A talking statue. Okay.
This is a conduit, for I cannot speak with my true voice and form to one beyond the veil. I have waited for this conversation for decades, centuries, and eons. I have waited for that which can bear my burdens. And now, what I read in the Fates lies fulfilled. Thou, the unfated one, are here. And with thine arrival, my great works can culminate at last.
Wait. So it was fated that me, the person without fate, would be what?
Since the inception of my labors, I have always known that their fulfillment would require fate to be unbound. Such is the paradox of faith. The tapestry of fate offers no allowance for such events. Only an unfated being could complete the work I had started. So I waited, in despair and hope. And then thou came to pass. I needed thy nature, and it was created, though I had no hand in it. I see that as fate, in a way.
What do you need me to do? I mean, I guess stature talking to me is a sign of some higher purpose. It's probably good for me to follow up on.
To continue thy path through the tapestry of fate and perpetuate its sundering, I will open the way to the teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear in time. Go now with my blessing. Go now with my purpose. For thou art beckoned. That which was ordained must be undone.
Oh, got a new twist of fate. Plus 10 damage while in reckoning mode. To accept the challenge of a mysterious voice, to bear a strange artifact into a hostile land, and realize her will by changing the course of fate. Okay. So it's not so much that I was fated to be there, more so that she realized fate said, no, you can't do that, so the only way to do this was if someone without fate showed up, and, well, I just happened to show up. Cool. Okay. Alright, I mean, I could talk to those people, but my map says there's treasure somewhere over here. Hey, there we go, pile of rocks.
What can... First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Colossi-held territory for the moment. State your intent.
What the heck are you with your giant and your stone skin and... what?
You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Colossi. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith.
Okay, well, I mean no harm.
Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here?
About the caverns.
It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path?
A strange entity invited me.
Strange entity. A curious riddle, but one that must be solved later. It seems the Jotun have rallied their strength. Steel yourself.
Oh, yay, Jotun. Just what I always wanted.
I won't.
Come on. And I reckon it would make sense at this point. Thing's almost dead. There we go.
That was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned. But for what purpose?
I must seek the Primos, apparently. That's what I was told.
Strange forces brought you here. You speak of the Holy King of my people. And that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher? Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idilla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
A recluse?
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him.
Never listened to him, huh?
The Primos is the highest office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless.
What is the cipher?
A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. So the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse.
Tell me about Idilla.
It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savages and dangers. It is my people's greatest accomplishment and failure. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me.
Okay, if I help, will I get to meet the Primos?
The Jotun are led by Karunk, a warlord that reigns over his horde from his ramshackle tower. One of my scouts, Remy's, watches them now. He can offer you advice on fighting the warlord. And if you can kill Karunk, I will lead you to the Primos myself.
All right.
Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the Jotun and this new interloper.
All right, cool. Fallen Star. Vertical position means everything to the Colossi, in all aspects of their culture. When Irenaeus, grandnephew of Kreos, became old enough to fight, he requested a hammer that appeared as a celestial body to show the importance of his lineage. Ah, and there it is. Primal damage. The game will give a more proper introduction, from my understanding, actually, in a couple of moments here. Actually, wait, no, take stuff. But essentially, that is a new damage type that was added with this DLC. And it can be applied to weapons, and it's kind of... From my understanding, the way that it works is that essentially it's not a powerful damage boost in its own right, like if you compare it against any other... Or any other, like, fire damage or anything else like that. Instead, it basically applies basically it lowers enemy resistance to all other non-physical damage types. So yeah, it can be rather useful to say the least. Anyway, let's go find this dude who will apparently help us in figuring out how to kill the Jotun. Or the Jotun warlord, because I mean, regular Jotun, we've dealt with those, we know what we're doing. Dodge and spell, dodge and spell. And alright, we get some. Oh, we got some Issa's breath. I was about to say blood root, but no, that's Issa's breath, clearly. But we do have a treasure chest right here. The Linothorax. Looks like, okay, heavy armor. Specially crafted chest plate made for a human ally of the Colossi. Decades before it is made in the style of those once. Oh, okay, specially crafted chest piece made for a human ally of the Colossi. Decades before. It is made in the style of those once worn by the Colossi people in wartime. Okay, there's another chest. Oh. Wait, no. What? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, pile of rocks. Okay. Alright, and what's over here? Garrick salt. Not quite the instant win button of the meteor spell, but for enemies that can be stunned, this is incredibly effective at stun locking groups of enemies. Pile of rocks. Ebony Scepter. Signet of Articanus. A simple golden ring. You know, it's got a purple thing. Plus one health regeneration. 10 bonus to lightning damage and to piercing damage. I might actually get some use out of that. Yeah, I'll have to think it over. Any of you kobolds drop anything? Minor healing potion. Ooh, fancy. So let's see. Okay, there's a lore stone over there. And yeah, this place does have its own lore stones, and of course, you get stat bonuses if you find them, but yeah. Also, I'm noticing a lot of greater damage boosts being dropped by enemies. Not complaining, just noticing a thing. Also, how the hell? Just a chest out in the middle of nowhere. Weird. Okay. Oh.
You can't hurt me yet.
Yeah, you want to put that to the test? Oh, shit, he didn't get properly hit by the last part. Pile of rocks with... Okay, actually, that's ebony and dread scale equipment. Not immediately... Well, might be. I really haven't looked at the stats, mostly just because, like, we're at the point where crafting equipment it is hard to beat crafted equipment in this game. It tends to be the most powerful, no ifs, ands, or buts kind of situation. Yeah, alright. New location. We found the camp of the dude that we were looking for. And... a pile of rocks, okay. And I was told to talk to you, Remus?
Ah, what a horrid little thing you are. Are you some kind of Jotun runt? Explain yourself quickly. The last thing I want is to give away my position.
Sikandra wants Karunk dead.
That much I was aware of, and I knew Sikandra would send someone. But you? A sign of the times, to be sure, but if you're to do the deed, then I have information that you will need.
What can you tell me?
Karunk is truly powerful, but no more so than his brethren. It is not his strength that's troubling. It is fortitude. 2 kobolds he keeps with him work some strange magics that heal his wounds and help him resist injury. Kill them, and the fight is yours. Using primal magic would certainly help as well.
What's primal magic exactly?
Strange thing, aren't you? Primal magic is a magic imbued upon weapons and gems. Only armament can channel it. The magic does some damage on its own, but its true strength is its ability to augment other magics you cast on your foe to a devastating degree. Take this weapon, use it to inflict primal magic on a foe, and let loose your spells. Even a Jotun warlord could not withstand such an onslaught. It is an older form of magic, one that does little damage on its own, but can wreak havoc when combined with elemental spells. Using weapons infused with primal magic, you can increase your foe's magical sensitivity. Even a troll's hide will have its resistances sapped. Imagine loosing your most damaging spells with no resistances. Few would survive such an onslaught.
I mean,
Be careful.
most can, or few can survive even with their own resistances, so yeah, that seemed like a good thing. And yeah, he gave us, actually I think it's, yeah, there we go. Slightly weaker than what we have right now, but it does deal primal damage. So, it's, to kind of give a point of reference here. See if we can find something we can easily kite and, you know, do some experimentation with numbers. Hey, buddy. So 42 to 80. Alright, well. Now. Okay, I'm stuck in a corner. Let's not be here. Wait, what? Alright, so 200 points of damage with the fire. Oh, 300 points, yeah. So it is, that's what I was reading, it gave 50% when they're under the effects of primal magic. So if the effect goes in, if the primal magic hits from this, then they take In addition to, of course, the 10 points of damage over, what is it, 10 points over 10 seconds that this thing gives me? Yeah, 10 points over 10 seconds. During that 10-second window, they also take 50% of elemental damage. So, you know, that could be very useful. That's right, you better run. Actually, no, I'm going to keep this equipped for the moment. Not too far removed from my normal weapons, so it's not like I'm taking a huge penalty on this. Karunk's Tower. Brothers and sisters, I write to you in the name of Athene. Blessed be her name and the name of the names of her followers. Brethren of the hills, may the serenity of Athene shine down upon you. You are beloved by her as you the Colossi. For as you serve us, so do you serve the blessed goddess. It is the right and humble way, and how much more noble it is to possess the strength and will that you possess, and yet exercise the proper judgment in its use. This understanding comes from her, as does all knowledge. So you may see that you are blessed with might, and the knowledge of its proper employment. All right, cool. Yeah, I just got an achievement. I mean, doesn't mean much of anything, but you know, hey. Also, hidden door. And what do we have in here? Oh. Something rather unfortunate, it looks like. Ah. Aha. Okay, you die now. Yeah, Primal is a very powerful Machaira. Normally considered a short sword by Colossi warriors, the Machaira is made for vicious visceral close combat. God damn, that's a pretty powerful sword. Okay. Colossi Litany. There it is. Hmm. Eh? Eh? Okay. Weird. It's not actually an item? What? Okay. Okay, so I see. So I guess going into here, we'll eventually come up higher and can do some things to jump down. Alright, so then to Karunk's Tower it is. Alright. Oh, okay, you do have something to drop. Yeah, just gold. Okay. Gold is... Actually, gold a long time ago kind of lost meaning for us. But, you know, it's still not a bad thing to grab, but, like... there's not much to buy. I guess we could, you know, buy higher tier equipment. We really wanted to, rather than, you know, trying to find it. Come on, doggy. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's like I said, the primal status, or the, I don't know, the status of stat buff. I'm not really sure how to call it, but whatever it is, it's fairly. It's like, it seemed like it'd be fairly useful, but wow. I mean, admittedly, I'm also running a magic-based build where like half of the damage that I do is elemental, so. Actually, probably more than half, honestly. So, like, it's especially effective for this build that I'm doing. Like, I guess if I were doing a, I don't know, because even as a warrior or a finesse-based build, adding extra damage for elemental stuff onto weapons by this stage of the game is pretty standard, so I don't know if it'd be as effective, but it would still have some solid effect. I don't know. Important part is, I'm enjoying utilizing this. Well, both the primal thing I was talking about, but also, I mean, not intentionally what I'm referring to, but since I was in the midst of spamming this little spell here, I'm also enjoying that. Though honestly, with like the spam ability of that and how powerful it can be, I think I'd rather have like a win button, like what's it called? Meteor or whatever it was called, but the pure magic user build. But Come on. Darn, none of them dropped anything for me. Darn. Armor of the elixir. Oh, ebony frosted owl. That could be useful. You know what? Screw it, I'm feeling lazy. Oh, hell yeah. That was an underwhelming, that was an underwhelming fate shift kill. Like just, okay, charge of thing, smack. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Not much to that really, was there? Oh well. It did its job, and it looked kind of okay and cool, I guess. Alright, not so mighty now, are you? Ow. Hey, wait, whoa. As you kind of see here, with just partially, like this isn't even a fully kitted out build of custom equipment, and yeah, these enemies, and they are scaled to a level close to my own, and yet they can barely hurt me. Sky Blossom and Soft Scrabble Powder. Athene's Tear. A simple golden ring. Ooh, reduced mana cost. Critical with magic. Bonus to health. Yeah, could be useful. We've also got this. Docklefar Brooch. Compare. The Docklefar created this brooch to aid their kind in fighting off intruders beneath the surface. Damage at night, health regeneration, and bonus to Sagecraft. Yeah, not super great. And there we go. Okay, so who do we need to talk to now? Oh, okay, back to that dude. Alright, cool. I'll pass through the sea of corpses I've left behind me. What's up, tall lady?
I had heard. From Remy's, I received word that one such as you entered Karunk's tower with no trepidation, no anxiety. Do I even have to ask? Does the war chief still draw breath?
He is dead.
It was said the gods would call their champion. And here you are, bearing the cipher, seeking the Primos. You seem to know your way around short blades. Take mine, as a sign of thanks for ridding these lands of the warlord. May they serve you well. Now my forces can put the rest of the Jotun to the spear beckoned.
Beckoned? What is that?
Before this day, I thought it was just a myth. A lie my people told ourselves to make our sins more bearable. The beckoned is a deliverer. The beckoned speaks for the gods. The beckoned is their messenger, their conduit. What is the beckoned? One who carries the cipher, the icon of the gods. One who faces the troubles of my people without hesitancy. The beckoned is you.
Okay. Are the Jotun still a threat?
With their leader dead, they will likely keep to themselves and lose the will to harry my people as they have. I will wager that they won't suffer incursions into their camp, for good or ill. But still, they have caused my people suffering. Shall we wait and allow them to inevitably rise again? This is our best opportunity to finish them.
Yeah, they should probably. I mean, no Jotun have never. It's weird they give you the option to spare the Jotun. The Jotun ain't never done nothing good for me. Yeah, kill them all.
We do not need to attend to this task ourselves. My soldiers will see to the work. I will now take you to the henge, the device that transports the colossi between the city and the surface. Let us depart. Be
All right.
cautious in these lands.
Well, this seems like a good stopping point for the moment. I mean, we've met giant stone people, learned of new ways to utilize magic, sort of. Like, it's not really a new way to utilize magic. It's a new damage type, whatever. We learned about it. It's very powerful. Yeah, look at them. They're all running off to go take care of the Jotun. I think I already did their job. Anyway, tune in next time where, well, I guess we'll continue to explore the Teeth of Naros. I thought it was Naros. Apparently it's Naros, though. Go figure. Anyway, until then, as always, later, folks.